I love you. But now, I must destroy you.
Hey everybody, it's Chaos, Emerald Star, and welcome to Gaming Recipes. Today I'm at Eddie's Pizzeria ready to make a double pepperoni pizza from Marvel's Spider-Man for the PS4 and now the PS5. As you can see, I have two balls of dough in front of me. For one, I'm going to be making a double pepperoni pizza like the one Spider-Man ordered, and I'm also going to be having fun with the other. So getting started, I'm going to go ahead and smash this ball of dough down to give it that nice round shape that pizzas have, because you know, pizzas don't come in hexagons. And after that, I'm going to go in and stretch this dough to the edge of the pan. I'm also using my body to warm up the dough. If I put in the pizza too cold into the oven, I end up getting a lot of problems like bubbles, and I don't want that. So I'm gonna go ahead and make sure this pizza is at least not freezing cold. Once I get the pizzas to the shapes I like, I go on and put this UFO saucer thing onto my pizzas. That way I prevent the sauce and cheese from getting onto the crust. And I'm gonna go ahead and grab my ladle and just drop as much sauce onto the center as I can. And then using the bottom of the ladle, I'm gonna go ahead and circle around and just cover as much as I can. After painting our pie red, we get a sprinkle gold all around, which is easier said than done. I've always had problems with putting too much on one side and not enough on the other, but eventually I get it, and it's really difficult because I have to go back and touch it up, but I get it. And if it looks good, it probably tastes good. I was going to move on to the next pizza and put cheese on that, but I thought it'd be far more interesting to play around with this second pizza and just get creative, so I'm going to put it off for now and come back to it. In the meanwhile, I'm going to be focusing on our double pepperoni pizza that Spider-Man ordered, and I actually have to go and reload on the pepperonis because I didn't have enough. I'm going to reload on the pepperonis, put 2 equal rows of pepperonis down the center, and then fill in the gaps from there. And finally, we have an amazing looking pizza that even Mr. Aziz would be proud of us for. Going back to our creative project, I knew I wanted to make a Spider-Man face that you'd see at the corner of comic books. You know, I wanted to make the spider symbol, and I was gonna go with pepperonis, but when I really started to think about all the toppings I had at my disposal, it became clear that olives are just perfect to make the Spider-Man eyes. For one, they're small and they're really easy to use to draw something. But second, and more importantly, they don't melt into the pizza once I put them in the oven. So whatever image I make before putting it into the oven is the image I'm gonna get after. So I get to making my Spider-Man eyes, and while it did take a lot of trial and error, it was a lot of fun. I actually ended up making an eye that looks like the Raimi version, and then one from the animated series from the 90s. But I had a lot of fun, and eventually I'm able to get it to the Spider-Man eyes I personally like. And before I wrap the pizza up, I thought it would be really clever to put cheese inside the eyes to resemble Spider-Man's white lens. And after all of that, I thought it looked pretty cool, guys. I don't know, you guys can tell me in the comments, but I thought it looked so cool. And finally, my masterpieces are complete, and it's time to put the pizzas in the oven that can hold the power of the sun. And next up is the most painful part of making a pizza, and that's waiting. I have to wait quite a while to get the pizzas on the other side of the oven, but what I recommend to do is read some comics to pass the time, and eventually your pizzas will be ready. And I gotta say, guys, up to this point, I was pretty nervous. I had some failure attempts before recording, and I was really nervous, but I gotta say, guys, I actually really love this pizza. I mean, I made the pizza, but you know, I liked it. And now, there's really nothing left for me to say except pizza time.